Good morning. Welcome to a premium/public video discussion for Friday, May 6, 2022. Given the significance of the rainstorm that is going to be developing for this afternoon on through tomorrow, I wanted to combine the two videos so that way everyone understands the threats involved here, especially in time for the Friday evening rush hour and plans for the weekend and the potential for coastal flooding. So currently right now we have showers starting to develop mostly over eastern Pennsylvania, starting to push into New Jersey, a little bit ahead of what I was originally thinking, but not too far ahead of the overall forecast. Temperatures right now range from the lower to mid 50s. Winds are right now light and variable. They will be developing out of the east and increasing to 5 to 15 miles per hour this afternoon and 10 to 20 miles per hour by the time we get to this evening. Again, temperatures generally range from the lower to mid 50s as a maritime air mass builds into the region, a few mid to upper 50s a little bit further over the interior. Here's the setup. We have a stationary front to our north with a maritime air mass trying to push south, and we have this area low pressure associated with an impressive developing upper level low right here. Now this upper level low is going to start to go and tilt into what we call a negatively tilted axis here, and what that will do is enhance the lifting over the northern mid-Atlantic. But even before all that starts to begin, we're already seeing rainfall starting to build into the region. A lot of this is not reaching the ground, but it's going to start to in most locations by late this morning, and by this afternoon we're going to have widespread showers. But this portion of the storm is only going to be basically part one. As this low pressure system tracks towards the mid-Atlantic coast and intensifies, you're going to get a stronger and stronger fetch off the Atlantic Ocean, and that's going to transport, of course, moisture, but also support strong easterly winds. So we could start to see this set up clearly on the visible satellite picture. Plenty of overcast cloud cover. Say goodbye to the sun for the next couple of days. And you can see on the infrared satellite picture, lifting is starting to develop here throughout the region. You're starting to see the colder cloud tops starting to form, especially back towards the Ohio River Valley. There's our upper level low. On the water vapor satellite picture, you could really see the whole setup here. Here's our upper level low starting to form. Here's the start of our moisture transport. This is going to pivot off the Atlantic Ocean. You have your Western Atlantic ridge out here that's going to block this storm from moving out anytime soon. And you have your large upper level low around the Canadian Maritimes. That's also slowing down this pattern as well. And will be setting up the environment for convergence and confluence over New England, setting up high pressure that's going to enhance the easterly wind flow at the surface, driving moisture into the region. So a key aspect of this forecast is going to be what we call the 850 millibar jet streak. So for today, that jet streak will start to slowly develop. And as it does so, you're going to start to see the rainfall start to intensify as a fetch off the ocean starts to really pick up. By this evening, it becomes even better organized. Notice the winds are also already starting to increase to the south of our 850 millibar low. And there's our transport setting up as a result. And by tomorrow, that jet streak significantly intensifies. We could be talking about anywhere between 50 to 75 knot winds at 850 millibars. Now, at the surface, what will happen is that this moisture transport, first of all, will enhance basically a fire hose of rainfall into the New Jersey coast and New York City metro through Philadelphia and into eastern Pennsylvania. As you head further north, notice the winds are lighter and we get a little bit more convergence here. This is going to lead to more of a spotty shower threat over northern Connecticut and the central Hudson River Valley. But you're going to see waves of rainfall and then your heaviest rainfall right around this jet streak here. So this will continue through the day tomorrow, and as these winds get mixed down into heavier downpours, that's where you're going to get your potential for your wind gusts pushing up to around 50, maybe even 55 miles per hour. So you have the wind gusts, and then you get this persistent easterly fetch that's not only going to continue for tonight, tomorrow, but also Sunday. So this easterly fetch is going to transport plenty of moisture into the region, is going to drive winds at the surface from the east, and that will prevent any ability for your high tides to exit out. So your low tides are hampered, which means that you get a feedback effect and you can end up with some moderate flooding along the Jersey Shore and portions of Long Island as well. So you have coastal flooding, you have rainfall, you have these winds mixing down with the heavy rainfall. That's going to open up the potential for some minor wind damage, possibly some trees down, and also power outages. And guess what? That fetch is continuing all the way on into Sunday. Notice it goes a little bit more northeast by Sunday, so what you end up with is a little bit weaker of a fetch off the ocean. So as a result, the showers become more scattered on Sunday. And your strongest forcing is basically focused along the coast. Over the interior, you start to lose that lifting. What that looks like at 500 millibars is that this upper level low starts to basically sit over the coastal waters of the mid-Atlantic. Now, the position of this upper level low over the next several days into next week is going to be key in determining how much rainfall is going to be setting up along the coast. So instead of trying to play catch up with the models and jump from one model to the next and one shift to the next, we're going with the overall theme. And that theme is that the further inland you are, the more likely you'll just end up with just scattered broken cloud cover and isolated showers starting Sunday afternoon and continuing on through next week. Along the coast, more overcast because you're closer to that easterly fetch. You're closer to some short waves rotating in from the Atlantic. So you're looking at scattered showers. Not a washout, steady rain for all of next week, but just more pesky showers rotating in from the Atlantic and overcast cloud cover, maybe some morning fog. That's the overall theme through next week. And then as we head towards next weekend, Friday on through Saturday, the upper level low continues to retrograde south. Our high pressure system is gaining more influence here with the polar jet stream here. Here's our upper level ridge. Here's our upper level low. These two are feeding off of each other, and this will start to strengthen, and this is going to introduce warmer conditions by the end of next week and drier conditions. Some models are faster with this evolution, some models are slower. So again, rather than trying to pick the best model and trying to be too fine, given the volatility in this situation, basically look for pesky showers. So the worst impacts are going to be from this afternoon on through tomorrow. And we could be talking about anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain expected over much of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. Some locations will go over 3 inches. It is not going to be pretty for any type of outdoor activities, I can tell you that. So let's walk through this forecast. For today, rainfall developing throughout the region. Temperatures basically going nowhere, with high temperatures ranging from the mid-50s to lower 60s with waves of rainfall. Tonight, rain continues. Winds coming in from the east at 10 to 20 miles per hour away from the coast, 15 to 25 miles per hour along the coast, with gusts possibly pushing up to 50 miles per hour. Temperatures will range from the mid to upper 40s. For tomorrow, waves of rainfall, especially from about New York City and the northern suburbs of Philadelphia on southward. The further north you go, the more that the rain will become more widely scattered and then isolated up towards northern Connecticut and the central Hudson River Valley. You probably also introduce that theme also in the Poconos and Catskills. Your bulk of your steady rainfall is really going to be focused, let's say, from Allentown southward and New York City southward. Okay. Temperatures tomorrow, not really moving all that much, upper 40s to mid 50s. On Sunday, showers continue. Now, again, this is a difference between models. What I did is for the forecast is go with a blend of models. So right now, the Europeans trying to push this south. I have some guidance that pushes it further north. So what you can basically expect here for Sunday is an onshore flow continuing, winds from the east around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Over the interior, isolated shower threat. Along the coast, scattered shower threat with scattered broken cloud cover. If you're looking for outdoor activities this weekend, your best potential is Sunday, but I cannot in any way say that it's going to be dry all Sunday. That is for sure. Low temperatures will range from the lower 40s over the interior, upper 40s along the coast, high temperatures in the lower to mid 50s throughout the region. On Monday, rinse and repeat. Onshore winds, threat for showers most likely along the coast, more isolated over the interior. Temperatures will range from the lower to mid 40s over the interior, mid to upper 40s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 50s along the coast and upper 50s to lower 60s away from the coast. The closer you are to the coast, the more clouds you can expect and a higher threat for showers, thus cooler. Tuesday and Wednesday, rinse and repeat. Same scenario once again. You can also push that into Thursday with an onshore flow continuing. Pesky, isolated to widely scattered showers of threat, mix of sun and clouds. Look for temperatures through the period to range from the mid 40s to lower 50s for lows and upper 50s to mid 60s for highs. Then on Friday, a little bit warmer, a little bit drier, with a cold front attempting to approach from the west. Isolated to widely scattered showers will be a threat, but for the most part, looking at scattered cloud cover with warmer conditions, lows in the upper 40s to mid 50s, high temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s along the coast, and mid to upper 70s over the interior. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful weekend, and as always, stay safe out there, and happy Mother's Day.